Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queen's Witch the Conqueror. We have recently re-established our 5th fortress, built another smithy only to learn that it didn't really give me as many benefits as I hoped it would, but that's okay. I suppose I could technically also build another weaver here for extra backpack space. I don't know if we might not be eligible for another backpack slot immediately, but you know, I think I might as well. We should have, yeah, it's only 1 wood for upkeep, that's like super cheap. And 1 iron to build, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, it's basically almost free at this point. Let's just not put it here. Oh, yeah, I forget. Wait, excuse me? There we go. Alright. Fair enough, game. My bad. Yeah, I mean, obviously we have all the breathing room there as far as wood goes. Bigger backpack. 2 new weavers. Okay, so I guess that means that we still need 1 extra. How many do we have? Weavers, 3. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So we need a 4th one, which we could easily build somewhere. I suppose the map even shows me that? Yeah, it totally does. Okay, we have a weaving room here. We don't have one there, or here. Okay. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could teleport there, quick travel there. Well, not from inside, but I'm not going to waste that kind of time. We also want to return to Thablin at least 1 more time, and to talk to that noble there. What was her name again? I don't know. Alexandra or something like that. Obviously, we did not solve the quest with these, or the problem with these rebels that are sitting on Haven land. In her interest, you know, the way she wanted, but we might still get some sort of extra dialogue from her. And there is this stonemason here sitting on this decades-old shipment, and since we've now established the fort, we can collect that. So we'll do that at some point. Let's check out what kinds of ropes we have, though, because there might actually be enchanter's raiment. That is... wait. Blessing duration, oh. Fiery ropes, magical damage. Oh, why don't we have this one? Because the Ariel raiment is so much more protective. It also has... wait. Does it have 3 slots? Is that right? No way. No, those are not augments, right? Those are just built-in bonuses? Yes. Okay. Okay, so this is really good then. I don't know, I guess I must have been looking at the list of future robes that weren't yet available and thinking that one of them was interesting for my mage, perhaps? Because we did buy this healer's robe, yeah. Did get access to this healer's robe. So I suppose these fiery robes must be new, because I don't remember them. Yeah, obviously at this point... I mean, it is extra magical damage, which the Ariel raiment does not provide, but... wait, no, it totally does. Never mind. The enchanter's raiment... right, the healer's robes, of course, have a healing bonus built in. Blessing duration is nice, but I think we want to maximize our healing for the time being. And then, of course, there's a healer's raiment, which is coming up. Maybe as soon as I build that next weaver. So that would be nice. And the War Mages gives +2 to magical damage. Of course, it doesn't give the extra blessing and healing bonus, but I mean, healing bonus is obviously not interesting to him in the first place. Blessing duration probably also doesn't outweigh extra magical damage. Plus, yeah, the protection is better. Okay, so I guess we're looking forward to the next tier then, whereas the current one is not that interesting. And eventually we'll have this one, and this one. Yeah, very nice. Okay, these still have 2 augment slots. Okay, and of course we can use those. No, wait, we cannot use those for extra damage. But curse duration maybe. Yeah, okay. So that's neat. Maybe cowls though. Caster's hood. Is there something with actual? No, nothing with actual attack bonuses or any bonuses really. Just let's see here. Right now we have this very basic one. These very basic ones. We could upgrade to this, getting access to our first augmentation slot actually. But we cannot buy runes with magic damage increase, I think, unless I'm mistaken. Also, these are not exactly free, and we're very low on gold. So I think I'm gonna skip these and maybe go... The next one is not really that much better, to be honest. It's quite a bit more expensive. Well, it does absorb more. Again, I'm not entirely sure how this works. Obviously, it's got to be a little bit better, but how much of a difference is that really going to make? So maybe I'm going to skip all the way to the final one in this case. So it's really worth it, And who knows, maybe we'll find a good caster headpiece along the way. Anyway, okay, that's that. At least we have 1 extra weaver now. The next one should give us more backpack space, which, as it turns out, we actually kind of do need, despite my initial assessment. Okay, nothing interesting here, but a lot of building space. Probably not more than in other places. Cillian. Is that the person we were told about? Maybe. The quartermaster of Crossing Keep is sitting at the docks cataloging boxes of supplies. Oh yeah, that's apparently him. An occasional small boat sails up the river, bringing supplies to trade from nearby quarries and farms. Your soldiers trade fiercely to get your fort everything it needs. Still, you get his immediate attention. Welcome, Prince. I'm Quartermaster Cillian. This is a great honor. I'm doing my best here, but if you have any extra directions, I will get you what you need. Tell me about yourself a little bit. I'm a humble quartermaster. The Queen selected Chief Gansky to come here, and she brought me along. A great honor. Sacramentum is a glorious project. Okay, I could use rest and supplies. We expected that. We set up a bedroom for you upstairs in the main hall, across the river. As for equipment, we have nothing better than what you already have. Did you even look at our equipment? Oh well. I want to exchange resources, do I? I can relieve you of any excess materials you have. You can get gold for your excess iron and quicksilver. Really? Those things? The ones that I have the least of? Has that been a thing with other quartermasters or someone? Because I seem to vaguely remember that option was presented to me before. Obviously, I don't want to trade in my iron and quicksilver for obvious reasons, but stone specifically, if I could turn that into just some extra gold, that would actually be helpful. Or, not that I have anything to really spend the money on very urgently right now, but obviously, since we're at the cap for stone, that is just going to waste currently. So, well, anyway, either way, it's not a huge deal. So I'm not gonna go back and talk to all the quartermasters. But when I'm near another one, I might as well check. Anyway, you can exchange, blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't have any of those resources to trade. But thanks for the option, though. I'd like to sell something. Strong will augment. Yeah, I don't need to have that in my main inventory, though. So, no quest from you, huh? Alright. Well, we do have some things to do, so that's fine. What's this? Another room with nothing interesting in it. Alright. Okay. Well then. Let's check this side of the river. And head on over to these 2 quests here. Conlin's Pit. I'm interested in seeing how this plays out. If this is going to turn hostile, or if it's not actually going to be a typical dungeon. involving any fighting. I mean, there might be fighting even if they're not hostile. Oh, what's happening here? Some green scorpions trapping these people. Okay, hold on. Oh, you know what? That's fine. I forgot to put that rune in my storage bag. That's okay. There's a bed of scorpions blocking this path. A bed of scorpions? Is that an official term for a group of scorpions? I mean, I suppose in nature there wouldn't normally be packs of scorpions of any kind. I think they're usually pretty solitary. Anyway, it looks like they've trapped a band of desperate vole on the bank of the river to the west. You sneak up on the vicious bugs from behind. Well, they're big. And obviously poisonous. No surprise there. Plated scorpion. Physical evasion, magical evasion, but no armor. So, not sure where that name comes from. Well, they look rather scary, and, you know, I have no reason to hold back resource-wise, obviously. Yeah, we'll just use everything in our arsenal and see how quickly we can deal with these guys. Why does our tank start all the way in the back here? That makes no sense. Okay, good hit. Good start. These guys have a good amount of health, but, you know, not a huge deal. I think this is a perfect opportunity for our Restoring Rain. That did cure us, but I suppose some of us had multiple stacks of poison here. Okay, so only 2 of them were initially slowed down, which is a little bit annoying. I wonder though, is it worth trying it again? This is not going to affect all 4 of them, although this one is slowed. Okay, 2 of them are actually hasted, so I guess it's definitely worth trying this again. Okay, this one is now slowed, this one is even more slowed, and this one unfortunately avoided the effect. It's fine though. Did she not get a turn at all so far? I don't think she did. Weird. Okay, that one's hasted, so you know what? Get stunned. Stun resisted, of course, okay. But it was slowed and lost its haste effect. Okay, well, I guess I'll take it. As for you know what? Maybe it would be worth giving her at least the shock spell. Because I find myself in a situation quite frequently where she doesn't really have anything useful to cast. I mean, I suppose I could have kept healing. Maybe I should have, honestly. Atantuo is starting to get a little bit low here. And speaking of getting low, we're going to actually start attacking a little bit, giving them some of their own medicine here. We're just going to focus on killing this one. This might actually die from the poison and bleeding at this point. And we're going to heal you. 34, not bad at all. That was a lot of damage over time right there. Well, we're also actually, oh yeah, we're taking very heavy poison damage here. Some of us are. Okay. Some of them avoiding is always annoying. I'm actually burning through my energy pretty quickly here, but we should be fine, I think. I'm going to try and stun this guy again. Stun resisted, but it's even more slowed now. So I guess that's almost as good. Don't like this thing being right in front of him here. You. I'm gonna have you attack this one to either distract it or kill it before it can actually damage my casters anymore. Yeah, this constant poison rain here is definitely pretty nasty. But this guy is absolutely toast. Take one step and use this spell here, which you don't really get many opportunities to use. Actually, I'm not really sure if it's even better to use this damage-wise than the poison rain. I think, in theory, the damage should be a little bit higher. Let's see here. Well, yeah. If we can trust those numbers, this should deal more damage, I suppose. And of course, against single targets, the shock spell is also actually good. Evaded. Well, it's so slow that it's probably not gonna even get another turn. Oh wow, holy moly, I keep underestimating how much poison damage we're gonna take. Okay, let's get out of this combat and fortunately get rid of that poison. This was nastier than I thought. I guess I could have probably played this a lot more safely. You know, since I knew that our fortress is right here and that we could just easily return and rest after this fight. I played it very riskily. Anyway, you find a small desperate band of Owen refugees hiding by the river. They fled their Masha owners on the farms to the north. They were trying to find a place to hide, but they were trapped by a bed of scorpions. How did they even cross the river? Or get through the fortress? Oh well. Apparently you saved their lives. They are hungry, sunburned, and a bit lost. They ask you where they should go. You should stay here? I mean, that seems like the worst option. Although I guess they are by a river, so at least they're not gonna die of thirst. Well, obviously we're gonna send them to the fort. You give the refugees directions to safety. The refugees are enormously grateful. They hug you and say lots of nice things. Then they rush to the crumbling remains of Crossing Keep. You're confident that they will spread some gossip about what you said. Also, I mean, after they've recovered somewhat, they might actually, you know, work for us, help us in some way. I mean, I suppose we still need people. For all kinds of things, right? So, mental resist. I guess that's nice to have. Didn't I have another socketable? No, that was this one. Yeah, okay, and the one with poison resistance. But I decided that I wanted the curse resistance, and yeah, I mean, max energy makes sense. We want as much as we can. The curse resistance, I mean, mental resistance. Yeah, I don't know. I guess curse resistance is nice to have. So yeah, gonna keep things as they are right now. Who are you patrolling here? You see a group of young Vol warriors. I mean, they should be rebels, right? They have chainmail and axes, standard equipment for the Vol. The heat doesn't bother them at all. They're walking through the sandy wastes, but they seem confused and lost. When they see that you are outsiders and not fighting in their civil war, they wave. Talk to them. They are friendly folk, neither Masha nor Owen. They were nervous until they realized that you are a Havenite. They left their farms to sign on with Haven's army. Oh, interesting. This is very common in vassal states. Give them directions to the fort. Fortunately, you have rebuilt one of Haven's fortresses in the Vol. You give the soldiers directions. They march off in the correct direction. Your battalions are strong, but Haven is never able to control a vassal state without recruiting warriors that already live here. Yes. Pretty sure we've had that exact same encounter before. What is this? What is this? Drowning jail? Interesting. Another one. A band of own rebels, oh, this time it's rebels, approaches you. Spears and axes out. They boldly block your path. They're young and inexperienced. Older soldiers would know that challenging Havenites on the road is unwise. I mean, why would they challenge us in the first place? Their leader steps forward. This is our land. This is the land of the Owen Rebellion. Identify yourself. I am Prince Atantuo of Haven. You might have heard of me. They look at your insignia. Awareness of who they are dealing with washes over them. The rebels step aside and talk. Then one of them says, I've heard of Atantuo. The prince is not an enemy of the Owen. We shouldn't anger Haven yet. You shouldn't anger Haven at any point. The leader nods and they turn and wave you by. I thought they would be friendlier and even more, what's the word I'm looking for? Who knows? I thought they would recognize me as an actual friend and ally at this point already, but I suppose I have not officially talked to their leaders yet, so that makes sense. This farm was abandoned shortly after the rebellion started. The Owen fled in one direction, the Mashas in the other, and looters got the rest. You poke around, enjoy some shade in the sit, and move on. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, and these are some mirelings, it looks like. Might be the first ones we've seen in this area. This is definitely not a very, fitting area for anything mire related. Okay. Mireling touched. Well, these are... Oh, the warriors are relatively tough. Flingers too. So it's just the touched that are basically their spellcaster kind. Oh wait, that's the wrong spell. There we go. That's better. That gets everyone but one of them. It seems pretty good. Of course, half of them resist, as expected at this point. Since you're not slowed or otherwise affected, I'm gonna just shoot you, or let's try and stun. Okay, that worked. Didn't deal as much damage as I would like. Do they have physical resistance actually? No. No. Okay, that was just a very low damage hit then, for some reason. I suppose there really isn't much of a reason to hold back in this fight either. Until I actually visit one of the dungeons, or maybe not dungeons, we'll see. Okay, we walk here. It's interesting how he always seems to be starting in the back now. I wonder why that is. Also, yeah, you need healing desperately. And we need to actually slow them all down a little bit more. Again, only all but one? Well, all but two in this case. Wonder if I should focus on the ones in the back. Yeah. 1 damage, okay, that's better. Okay, you're no longer stunned, so why don't we focus on taking you out. Damage you some more. I swear. Well, depending on on how on when he gets his turn, which is now. Yeah, I suppose this is worthwhile. Finishing off one of them entirely, poisoning the other. Touched. Why don't you step in the middle here so that they all can attack you if they so choose, and give them some incentive to do it. Alrighty. I could heal, but it's not super necessary. Maybe soften this guy up a little bit more. Make you bleed too, that helps. Shoot that guy. Oh, okay, he's dead. Good. Very good. And then we can do this. Not terrible. Okay. The casters are dead. Ouch. He didn't like that. He's dead. Oh, 78 damage, but still pretty healthy. Okay. Right, flingers. This guy's gonna die on his own. He is not, but I think I'm gonna focus on attacking those guys in the back there. maybe. Well, if you... no. I'm gonna play it safe and actually go Kalak here. Okay, that guy's out. Yeah, they keep attacking him, of course. Makes sense. You were knocked back a little bit. Don't you do that? Very nice. Yeah, let's just finish off this guy. There we go, with a critical too. Keep working on this guy. Bleeding and poisoned. Yeah, he's dead. And this one shouldn't be any kind of problem whatsoever. Okay. Interesting move there. You'd think he could have attacked from where he was standing, but you know, it's his decision, I suppose. Okay, yeah, and we'll just let this guy bleed to death. I don't know, maybe we should have mercifully finished him off ourselves, but you know, that's fine. Save the game. You find the dried out body of a Vol warrior. Maybe Masha, maybe rebel, you can't tell anymore. Mirelings trapped this soldier here. The Mirelings stole the body's coins and weapon, but they left a scroll tube behind. Mirelings can't read. Okay, Scroll of Life. Not bad. Scrolls of Might. You have 3 Scrolls of Life, which is probably more than any one character really needs at one time. Yeah, you have 3, you have 2. Maybe we should spread them around a little bit. So you can actually hold on to that one, and we're gonna give this one not to you, to you. So everyone can revive if we really need to. Of course, ideally no one should die in the first place, but you know, that's normal. There is a band of own rebels camped on the side of the river, keeping watch over the other side. There is a matching pack of soldiers on the other side. Oh yeah, we've seen them, actually, now that I remember. Well, now that I see this, I remember. There's a matching pack of soldiers on the other side, well-armed loyalists. The two forces constantly shout taunts at each other, while you're sure, secretly glad that they don't have to fight. Okay, and once again, we can't actually do anything here. The rebels here have a big pile of stone at the edge of the camp. You aren't sure how they got it all. However, it is worth money. As bulky and useless as it is to them, the rebels won't let you have it. As bulky and useless as it is to them, they won't let me have it. Okay, well, fair enough. I don't even want it in the first place. So there. Okay, let's. This should be Conlin's Pit then. Yes. Let's check this place out. See what this is all about. Havenites that are refusing to pay their taxes or something. I mean, they're probably understandably upset that Haven was absent for so long. Like, you know, as pretty much everyone else. A sign tells you that this quarry is called Conlin's Pit. Surprisingly, it is owned by Haven. You pass the tattered banner of your people as you enter. It is run by stonemasons and skilled ones at that. You see the statues and fine tiles they produce all around you. However, all is not well. It is eerily quiet. No people are visible. Despite the blistering heat, you occasionally feel a chill wind. When you feel the cold for a moment, the air smells faintly of rot. Okay. I'm starting to feel not so great about our health and energy situation here. I thought our quartermaster or our chief told us that she sent people here and they were turned down or something, rather than just finding that the place is abandoned and probably overrun with undead, judging by the, you know, that greeting message. So that's certainly not what I expected. You're at the top of this quarry pit. It's not stable. It has been expanding at a rapid rate. As you watch, a large chunk of walkway breaks loose and falls into the depths. Sometimes, when you stand close to it, the air gets icy cold. You smell the rot again. Whatever afflicts this remote outpost of Haven is at the bottom of this pit. That should mean that exploring topside should be safe, right? Obviously, killing any enemies here would not be worth it right now. If I'm going to return, if I'm going to retreat, because we're running out of energy. But, oh, I can collect some money. I keep thinking, or, you know, it's... Since this pit is just pitch black, I keep thinking that it's fog of war. That's somehow, you know, not clearing because of some kind of... Hi there! Line of sight stuff, but yeah. Fenris beasts. 290 health, okay. Well, let's see if we can deal at least with these two guys and see if they are guarding anything. I don't see anything so far, but... Okay, first we slow them down, as per usual. Okay, worked on both of them. Fear, that's not great. Since you're the one who can cure that, but, you know, at least we got the slow off before... Okay, there is a chest, that's good to know. I think I'm gonna risk not healing him immediately. Bless, 27 damage. Try and stun you. Stun resisted, of course. Okay, now we heal you. Walk forward. How many action points does it take? I think 3? No, 4. Or 5? Oh. No, I think it must be 4, because typically you still have at least 1 action point left over. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought you might be able to still drink 1 and act. That's okay. Better safe than sorry in this case. So, should I try stunning again, or... You know, gonna try the confusion. That worked. Very good. Okay. And it was actually stunned. How fortunate. Well, let's keep attacking this guy then. I'm still terrified. How much longer? 1 more turn, okay. Oh, and you get another turn? Sure. Why not? Vicious strike, bleeding, very good. Let's just go for the heavy attack, 82 damage and more bleeding. At this point, I suppose we're still better off finishing off this guy. Okay. Well, he's definitely dead. Yep. Sure enough. Another heavy blow. 76 damage. Might as well try stunning again. Okay. To absolutely make sure that it doesn't get to do anything at all. And that is that. And that is that. You know. Okay, some money, stone, some wood. Fine, I guess. So, you know, at least we have no reason to ever return there, even if we leave this place temporarily, which we're probably going to. Okay, there is an access down. As expected, pretty much. Oh, hey, there are still people here. You find the owners of Conlin's Pit, a large clan of stonemasons. Although they have been abandoned here for decades, they still have the features and speech of Havenites. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't just lose your language, right? Just over a couple of decades. They watch you coldly as you enter. They can tell from your insignia that you are a prince. They are simply too angry to care. The leader of this clan faces you. He's an old, rough laborer, worn by decades of sun and rock. He's also angry. His wife stands behind him, looking worried. She's ready to rein him in if he gets off track. Good to know. He doesn't kneel or give you any of the expected signs of respect. He just looks you coldly right in the eye. Just stare back. I mean... Okay, we have the pompous answer. We can be friendly, but this, you know, the way it's worded, it seems a little bit too friendly. Since he's obviously angry, I don't know. I don't want to stare back silently. That seems like the wrong thing to do. So let's just be friendly, even though he's obviously not going to respond to it very favorably. He snorts. Of course. Now I'm a fellow Havenite. You sail off and abandon us. Leave your loyal citizens behind. Now you're back. No apology, no support. And you... His wife nudges him. He gets back on course. I'm Crefin Conlin, and my clan has run this quarry for 3 generations. We know what you expect. So tell me, what do I expect? Taxes, supplies, lodging, soldiers, support, your royalty, and you'll just make your demands, even though you ran away. You abandoned us. Queen Sharon did what was best for Haven. I don't know if she actually did that. You're right, the Queen was cowardly. I mean, I really don't know what exactly happened back then. It may seem that way. I probably wouldn't say cowardly. I would say that maybe she just made a rash decision. Maybe she should have tried harder to actually deal with the problems, find a solution, find the source of it, and find a way for Haven to stay rather than just retreat to avoid the trouble, if that's what happened. We're back now, so let's make the best of it. I mean, that's the reasonable thing to say, I think. But again, I mean, I feel like pretty much nothing I can say here, maybe except for this one, will sway him. Should I try that just because it might actually work? Sure. That cuts him short for a moment. He didn't expect such insolence, though your mother will be mad if she hears about it. Why would she, though? Well, I appreciate that. It doesn't change anything. We're all close to ruin here, Prince, no matter what you ask for. I mean, I really don't need anything from him. I mean, sure, taxes are nice, I guess. And it's not like I mean, we have the right to demand those things, right? I could say, you know what, I'll let you off the hook because I'm having such a good day today. But what kind of signal is that going to send to everyone else? Obviously, it's not like we're going to bleed them dry, you know. So no, I'm still going to make those demands. We can't support you. We need help. You abandoned us. Without your protection, our quarry was lost. We want to be part of Haven again. We don't want to be outcasts. We want to participate. We just can't without help. Yeah, I mean, that's... Why didn't you say so in the first place? So you want to help, but you have monsters going on. We get that. Just say that. And don't just start shouting at us. It's so unreasonable. So tell me about your problems. Now that Haven has actually returned, Crefin is at a bit of a loss. His wife nudges him again. He says, All right, our quarry was dug out of the old sinkhole to the north. A few months ago, it started to open up more. Our buildings collapsed, tunnels caved in, and the thing got deeper. Then we heard things down there, bad things. The sinkhole just started to open up? Yes, we didn't do anything strange. No new excavations. None of my kids became wizards. It just started. Did you try exploring down there? We grabbed some old swords and started to walk down. Then we heard things, smelled old meat. Ew. There's something down there, and we work rock. We're not hunters. We walked out and we didn't go back. In the old days, Haven would help with things like this. Then you left. I mean, when did this happen? It sounds like it happened kind of recently, when Haven had long been gone, so... Obviously we would have helped if we had still had a garrison nearby, I think. Since, you know, we're going to help now. But obviously no one was there to help, so I don't really understand what his point is here. So, what do you want from me? I mean, that's pretty obvious. You look like a warrior, and we know you nobles like to hunt big game. Brag about it to your friends. Go into our pit, hunt some big game. When it is safe for us to work, we will do our duty. We will support your forts. Until then, we can't. Yeah, well, perfectly fine. If you had said that right away, maybe a little bit less angrily, you know, whatever. How can I get down there? There were 3 ways down into the pits. One collapsed, one is blocked. The only open one is in the distillery. Fine. Who was Conlon? I mean, one of his forefathers. Goddamn, what's the word? Whatever. Who was Conlin? The old forefather. Okay. Beginning of the clan? No idea. Conlin's been around for a long time. We are workers, craftsmen. We move from place to place, always looking to build. Okay. When will you leave here? Depends on if we can get help with our problems. Maybe soon. So, and if you can help, are you actually going to stay, or should I not even bother in the first place? What is this place? This is Conlin's pit. We work stone here. Like the Vol, but better. Yeah, probably. Not mere paving stones. Fine statues, chairs. The sort of things a prosperous city wants to show. Okay. How long have you been here? The Conlin clan has worked the sinkhole for 3 generations. We started not long after the Vol became a vassal. When Queen Sharon left, we kept going. Who worked here? Us and our Vol workers. We've paid many free Vol. Not Owen, never Owen. We don't keep slaves, and the Owen are slaves, no matter what the Vol pretends. Well, at least we can agree on that. That's nice, isn't it? How did you get this land? This land was bought by my grandmother, Apollonia Conlin. She came with the Vol. She came when the Vol became a vassal. She brought all of us and our wealth. And she said we'd start a new life, and we did. Then you left, and we had so many troubles. You've had troubles? After Haven left, the people of the Vol left us alone for a while. They thought if they made us mad, Haven would come back and punish them. Then they realized that wasn't so. Then the raids began, the robberies, always getting worse. It's been the same for all Haven interests all over Sacramento. Yeah, I mean, again, I totally understand how you're upset about that and why. But it's also not like I was personally involved in any of that. And even if I was, you know, angry words never helped anyone. Conlin clan. I guess they're all called that, yeah. Oh, hey, and we can technically talk to his wife, but not really. Fair enough. So this must be the blocked one, yeah. Okay, well, we know what we have to do. Obviously, hunt some beasts. Although, what kind exactly? I mean, it sounds kind of like undead, you know, with the chilliness and the rotting meat. But, well, we'll see. I think, yeah, I'm gonna make a cut here. Next time I'm gonna return rested and ready to hunt whatever is down there. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.